I keep telling everyone, I hope I told you two today, it's a team game. It's very difficult for government, it's difficult for business, it's difficult for charity sectors, partnerships, communities, whatever it is.
The palace gates are closed, but the rumors are wide open. Sources say Prince William is quietly preparing the ultimate revenge, and it's aimed straight at Harry. Is this the end of any chance at royal peace? What happens next could change everything. Watch till the end and hit that subscribe button. They say even the strongest bonds can snap under pressure, and for Prince William, royal insiders claim that moment has arrived. This isn't just frustration, it's something colder, more calculated. According to sources close to the palace, William has drawn a hard line in the sand, and his younger brother Harry is standing on the other side of it. What was once a private rift has reportedly evolved into a decisive, long-term strategy to reshape the royal family, without Harry and Meghan in the picture at all. But what exactly triggered this? And why now? As we dive deeper, it becomes clear this isn't just about family drama. It's about legacy, image, and the future of the crown. Let's rewind. For years, tension simmered just beneath the surface. Public smiles masked private pain. But the moment Harry and Meghan stepped back from royal duties, the cracks widened into canyons. The interviews started rolling in. Oprah podcasts, Netflix specials, each one peeling back layers of palace secrecy and, in William's view, pulling apart the institution he was raised to protect. Then came Spare, Harry's explosive memoir. In it, he detailed private conversations, aired long-held grievances, and portrayed his brother in a light few expected. For William, that wasn't just disloyal. It was a betrayal of the unwritten royal code. Never explain, never complain. Behind the scenes, insiders say the impact was brutal, not just on William, but on Catherine. The Princess of Wales reportedly endured an emotional toll that left William deeply protective and many say quietly furious. As the public took sides, the palace stayed silent. But William, it seems, was taking notes. And now sources claim he's done waiting. Of all the moments that sparked outrage behind palace walls, Spare may have been the most damaging. The book didn't just spill royal secrets, it flipped the family narrative. William was cast as distant, harsh, and even aggressive. Gone was the composed future king. In his place, a brother who, according to Harry, had failed him. Royal aides reportedly described the memoir as a gut punch. It violated the long-held agreement that personal conflicts stayed behind palace doors. But what hurt most wasn't just the content, it was the timing. The royal family was already juggling challenges, health issues, public scrutiny, and increasing pressure to modernize. Spare landed like a storm in the middle of all that. And William, say insiders, was blindsided. He hadn't expected Harry to go so far. The fallout wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. The monarchy's image took a hit, and William reportedly vowed to ensure it wouldn't happen again. Then came the UK visit, the one that many hoped might be a step toward healing. On the surface, it looked promising. Harry flew in, cameras caught him arriving at the palace. Headlines speculated about reconciliation, but behind the scenes, a very different story. William didn't show. He didn't even acknowledge the visit. According to royal observers, this wasn't a scheduling conflict. It was intentional. Insiders say William wanted no part in what he saw as a publicity stunt. To him, the visit felt staged, a carefully timed move to shift the narrative without any genuine effort to mend fences. No coffee, no handshake, not even a photo. William reportedly made it crystal clear, if Harry wanted a reunion, it would have to be off camera and from the heart. But that wasn't what happened, and for William, it was another red flag, another reminder that trust hadn't been rebuilt. As King Charles manages health challenges, Prince William is stepping into a stronger leadership role, quietly but firmly, no more the passive younger royal. William is, according to insiders, becoming the key decision-maker behind the scenes. Some even compare him to Prince Philip, reserved, tough, and deeply loyal to the crown. Royal aides describe a shift in his presence. Meetings once led by Charles are now overseen by William. And with that, his vision for the monarchy is becoming clearer. He wants stability, he wants respect, and he wants a future free of scandals and distractions. That means tough decisions. And as reports suggest, Harry and Meghan may be at the center of the first major one. This isn't about emotional fallout anymore. It's about structure. William isn't just reacting, he's planning. And those plans, some say, have already been set in motion. So what exactly is Prince William planning? According to multiple sources, his nuclear move begins with titles. When he becomes king, William reportedly intends to strip Harry and Meghan of their royal styles, removing His Royal Highness and Her Royal Highness from their names permanently. But that's just the start. There's also talk of removing their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles altogether. That would be a massive legal and symbolic decision, essentially cutting them off from the royal brand in every official capacity. Such a move isn't just family business. In the UK, these are state-sanctioned titles. Removing them involves formal channels, advisors, and legal precedent. But insiders say those steps are already being explored. For William, it's about clarity. No more confusion about who represents the crown, no more blurred lines. If Harry and Meghan want independence, this would give it to them, completely. And once this is done, there's no coming back. Not everyone in the royal household agrees on this path. King Charles, by some accounts, still harbors hope for reconciliation. He's a father, after all. But William's stance is reportedly unshakable. He believes the damage has already been done, and every public appearance, every interview, only deepens the divide. Even senior advisors appear split. Some warn against drastic action, fearing public backlash. Others believe a firm stance will reinforce the crown's credibility. But through it all, William has remained quiet, focused, strategic. Those close to him say he's not acting out of anger. He's acting out of duty. And with every new headline involving Harry and Meghan, that duty becomes clearer in his mind. In the early days, Harry and Meghan's departure sparked sympathy. Many believed they were seeking peace, a chance to live freely, but over time, that perception began to shift. Interviews, book tours, media deals, statements that contradicted earlier claims. The public started to question the motives. Were they truly stepping away for privacy, or were they building a new brand off the very institution they left? Meanwhile, William and Catherine stayed silent, showed up, did the work. That contrast hasn't gone unnoticed. In polls, support for the Cambridges has remained strong. And in the court of public opinion, William is increasingly viewed as the one carrying the crown forward. To really understand William's rumored decisions, we have to zoom out. This isn't just about a family feud. It's about the long-term survival of the monarchy in a rapidly changing world. William sees himself not just as a future king, but as a guardian of an institution. And that institution, he believes, must be protected from chaos, drama, and blurred loyalties. Stripping titles isn't about punishment, it's about preservation, drawing clear lines, defining who speaks for the crown and who does not. Some say he's modeling his leadership after Prince Philip, strong, silent, firm when necessary. Others say he's charting a path all his own. But one thing's certain, William isn't waiting for the crown to fall in his lap. He's already leading. If these reports are true, the impact on Harry and Meghan would be significant. Without titles, their link to the monarchy becomes purely personal, not official. No more HRH, no more Sussex branding backed by royal tradition. For Harry, that means a full break from the life he once knew. For Meghan, it means their public identity as royals could shift completely. And it's not just about status, it's about perception. Media outlets, book publishers, and audiences may view them differently when the royal seal is gone. It would be in every sense a clean cut, and while some may see that as cruel, others see it as inevitable. The couple's projects, partnerships, and public appearances often leverage their royal connection, whether directly or indirectly. Removing that foundation could mean a major rebrand is needed. New messaging, new positioning, new challenges. Would their charity work still resonate in the same way? Would their documentaries and interviews still command the same level of global attention? That remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. Losing those titles wouldn't just be a name change. It could reshape the very core of how Harry and Meghan operate in public life. There's also the emotional toll to consider. For Harry, who grew up surrounded by royal tradition, being stripped of his formal connection to that world could feel like a final goodbye. A door closed, not slammed, but locked. Even if he's long said he wanted freedom, being officially removed from the royal circle sends a message that's hard to ignore. And for Meghan, it raises a question of legacy. What will their children inherit, titles or independence? Will they grow up identifying with the crown or as something entirely new? It's not just about punishment, it's about redefinition. And for a couple that has spent the last few years trying to craft a new identity, this could either reinforce that independence or challenge it. They've proven resilient before, but this would be their biggest turning point yet. So here we are, a royal crossroads. On one side, history and heritage. On the other, modern identity and independence. Prince William, sources say, has made his choice. He's not just inheriting a title, he's preparing to redefine what that title means. But the real question is, where does that leave Harry? Is this the end of the road for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in royal life? Or the beginning of something entirely new for both sides? We may not have all the answers yet, but one thing is clear. The next chapter of this royal story is already being written, and it may be William who holds the pen. What do you think? Is this the right move for the monarchy's future, or should family come before titles? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more behind-the-scenes royal insights, check out our next video. There's more to this story than meets the eye.